Have you ever wondered how new roads, bridges, buildings, and other infrastructure projects come into existence? Hidden behind these grand structures lies a world of meticulous planning, precise measurements, and cutting-edge technology. This is where land surveyors come into play, the unsung heroes who bring life to these visionary designs. From the harsh sun beating down upon us all day long to treacherous muddy terrain hindering our progress, we don't quit until each survey point has been placed to perfection. But at the end of the day, we love what we do, knowing how integral our work is to our community's development and growth. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode on Civil Mentors. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at land surveying, one of the oldest and most important professions in the field of engineering. Land surveying has been around for thousands of years, and it continues to play a critical role in modern engineering and construction projects. So, buckle up and let's get started. First things first, let's understand what land surveying is. In simple terms, it's the process of measuring and mapping the physical features of the Earth's surface. Surveyors use a combination of science, mathematics, and specialized tools to determine the exact position, boundaries, and dimensions of a piece of land. Without accurate and reliable survey data, engineers and developers would be unable to design and construct safe, effective, and sustainable projects. And without the skills and expertise of surveyors, we would be unable to accurately measure and map the world around us. Now let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Land surveying has a long and storied history, dating back to ancient civilizations. The Egyptians used basic surveying techniques to establish the boundaries of their land and build the iconic pyramids. Over time, surveying methods have evolved, incorporating new tools and technologies to improve accuracy and efficiency. Now that we know what land surveying is and its historical roots, let's explore the tools that surveyors use. Here are some of the most common ones. Theodolite. This is an essential instrument for measuring both horizontal and vertical angles. It consists of a telescope mounted on a tripod, which allows surveyors to take precise angle measurements. Total station. A modern marvel, the total station is a combination of a theodolite and an electronic distance measurement or EDM device. It allows surveyors to measure distances, angles, and elevations quickly and accurately. GPS receiver. In the era of satellite technology, the Global Positioning System or GPS receiver has become an indispensable tool. It uses signals from satellites to determine precise locations on the Earth's surface, greatly simplifying the surveying process. Now that we've covered the tools, let's discuss some common land surveying techniques. Traversing. This technique involves measuring a series of connected lines to create a closed polygon. Surveyors use theodolites or total stations to measure the angles and distances between points, enabling them to calculate the shape and size of the area. Triangulation. As the name suggests, triangulation is based on the principle of triangles. By measuring the angles of a triangle and knowing the distance between 2 points, surveyors can calculate the position of the third point. This method is particularly useful in large-scale surveys, such as mapping entire cities or regions. Leveling. This technique is used to determine the elevation or height of a point relative to a reference point. Surveyors use leveling instruments and rods to measure the vertical distance between points, which is essential in projects like road construction and flood risk assessment. GPS surveying. With the advent of satellite technology, GPS surveying has become a popular technique for determining accurate positions on the Earth's surface. Surveyors use GPS receivers to collect data from multiple satellites, enabling them to pinpoint their exact location with incredible precision. This method is particularly useful in remote areas or large-scale projects where traditional surveying techniques may be time-consuming or impractical. Remote sensing. This technique involves collecting data from a distance, typically through aerial or satellite imagery. Remote sensing allows surveyors to gather information about the Earth's surface without physically being present at the site. This method is valuable for mapping large areas, monitoring land use changes, or assessing environmental impacts. Photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is the science of obtaining measurements from photographs or images. Surveyors can use aerial images or drone footage to create detailed, accurate maps and 3D models of a particular area. This technique is widely used in urban planning, topographic mapping, and environmental monitoring. Land surveying plays a vital role in many aspects of our daily lives. Let's take a look at some of the most common applications. Property surveys. When buying or selling property, it's crucial to know the exact boundaries and dimensions. Surveyors help ensure accurate property descriptions, preventing potential disputes and legal issues. Construction and infrastructure projects. Accurate land surveys are essential for designing and building roads, bridges, buildings, and other infrastructure projects. Surveyors help engineers and architects ensure that their designs are correctly aligned and meet necessary specifications. Land development and urban planning. Land surveyors work closely with city planners and developers to create comprehensive plans for land use, zoning, and infrastructure. This collaboration helps promote sustainable and efficient growth in urban and rural areas. Environmental and resource management. Land surveying plays a critical role in managing natural resources and protecting the environment. Surveyors help determine the location and extent of mineral deposits, assess potential impacts of development projects, and monitor changes in land use and ecosystems over time. Mapping and cartography. Surveyors contribute to the creation of accurate and detailed maps, which are vital for navigation, land management, and emergency response planning. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Till then, peace out.